With limited healthcare, food supplies and clean water, the Navajo and Hopi communities faced a humanitarian crisis.
At one point, we surpassed New York City for the most amount of COVID positive cases and deaths per capita.
But help arrived from an unlikely source, donations now totalling $1 million. The Irish were repaying their debt. How surprised were you?
It's a story we'll tell to our children and to our children's children. We'll never forget the kindness of the Irish.
David Blevins, Sky News.
To help protect yourself. Well, a third of our community members can't wash their hands because they don't have clean drinking water or running water.
Helped serve over 30,000 Navajo and Hopi households.
So Karneys and Moores and O'Briens and so on.
It links us all back to our two nations, yes.
Thank you very much for helping us feel seen, for helping us feel heard, and for supporting us during this difficult time. It's something we'll never forget.
Setting up this makeshift hand-washing station and distributing it around the reservation.
It's just one fix to address the hygiene issue. Don't wait until people are sick, because the conditions that are making people more sick and more at risk are right out on the street.
Jonathan Nez put increasingly strict orders for social distancing in place, including weekend curfews.
And it's scaring my mother and my father every time we go out.
Getting the message out about social distancing on the reservation was initially It's also not practical for many on the reservation to follow stay-at-home orders. Sprawling across 3 states with a population of more than 173,000, even the younger people on Navajo Nation have worse health outcomes.
We are seeing some patients that are not over 60 that are coming in with severe COVID illness and they almost all have comorbid conditions.
Dr. Diana Hu has been working at the Tuba City Regional Healthcare Center for more than 30 years. The pediatric ward where she normally works has been turned into a respiratory clinic, as has much of the hospital since COVID-19 struck.
It was actually almost more like a tsunami when this first started in the middle of March, where we had 9 or 10 people getting sick in a day that had to be flown out for tertiary care. We get maybe 1 or 2 a day, and it's real obvious when they're sick, unfortunately.
Many Native American hospitals are not equipped for multiple severe ventilator cases. For now, patients are airlifted to facilities in Phoenix and Flagstaff.
If you know any nurses that want to come work up here, we'd love to have them.
The health disparities laid bare by COVID-19 have reverberated across the Navajo Nation since the time of European colonization.
Setting up this makeshift hand-washing station and distributing it around the reservation.
It's just one fix to address the hygiene issue. Don't wait until people are sick, because the conditions that are making people more sick and more at risk are right out on the street.